Hi everyone, my name's Afia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking my most complimented perfumes. Okay, so we are trying to smell good, baby. Good enough to eat. When you leave your house and you are looking good and then you take a step and you get a whiff like, what is that? Who is that? And you're like, it's me, is undefeated. Looking good and smelling good, undefeated. So all 2023, we're about to be looking good as hell and we're about to be smelling even better, okay? So keep watching if you want to learn about some of my most complimented perfumes across a variety of price points. So I've really been getting into fragrances, so I really wanted to share my most complimented fragrances with you guys. So starting off, it is going to be the GOAT. My most complimented fragrance, probably of all time, and that is gonna be this guy. So this is Giorgio Armani C, and this is also an intenso or an intense fragrance. So you guys probably know there are Eau de Parfums, that's like the least strong, doesn't last on the body very well, isn't going to be super fragrant. And then there's like what are called like intensos. And this is the Giorgio Armani C Intenso. Highly, highly recommend getting the Intenso. Obviously, you want people to smell you. You want to enter a room and people be like, but not in a bad way. You know, not in a bad way, but you want people to smell you probably. And so this is a great option. So this is the 3.4 fluid ounce. It was, right now it's about $138 online. I highly recommend buying this perfume at Macy's or Bloomingdale's when there's a sale. So when I got this, I also got like a lotion, a soap, a mini, and actually a pretty cute Giorgio Armani clutch. So I actually didn't hate that. So highly recommend getting it at Macy's. See if you can catch a sale, see if you can get a free gift. So the fragrance notes here are blackcurrant, patchouli, florals, and it's just a perfect scent. I tend to reach for this during the nighttime because again, it is an intenso, but if I'm doing something like fun or sexy, going on a date during the day, sometimes I'll reach for this too. But I'll say this is like a mostly nighttime or like a sexy time fragrance. You probably don't want to wear this like to work, you know, unless you got a little crush at the job, you know, but you know, be careful with that. But yeah, so that's Giorgio Armani C. So my second most complimented is, this is Byredo. So it is Bibliothèque by Byredo. This is the 1.7 fluid ounce. And this is currently selling for, I believe, $200. So much smaller than the Giorgio Armani and more expensive. If you're just getting started on your fragrance journey, do not buy a 3.4 fluid ounce. Don't do this. You don't need this much perfume. Get a small size because then you can have more variety. And honestly, this is gonna last you quite a while. By the time it's done, you probably would be down to try a new scent, have a new, even if it's a signature scent, you might be wanting a new signature scent every year, every 6 months. And I think this will last you at least a year, maybe more. But this is Bibliothèque. So Bibliothèque actually means library. So this is actually inspired by a library. So the notes are leather. The top note is plum and cinnamon. The heart note is leather. And then the base notes are vanilla and patchouli. So I love vanilla patchouli scents. Ooh, it smells so good. So this is my everyday signature scent. I wear this to work. I wear this every day. I wear this during the daytime. It's so complex, but it also smells so good because of the vanilla and the plum. But then you get that leather in there. And then there's something like manly about it because of like the library. I don't know, I always think about when I was in school, I'd always go to like the law library, and a law library, it's like sexy and dark and you know, all the hot smart guys are there. It's giving this. So the next fragrance that I want to talk about is Lease 41. So this is, who makes this? Le Labo. So you can't see on here, but something really cool about Le Labo is that they make their fragrances in front of you, which I didn't know when I bought this. So I bought this and the guy was like, okay, are you sure you want it? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. He's like, because once I start mixing it, like you kind of have to buy it, which one, probably is not true. And two, was cool. So they mix it up right in front of you, girl, and it's yours. And they also customize the bottle. So you can't see on here, but it says that it was compounded, AKA made, in Lenox, the Devil's Playground, by Brandon. And so it was made on 9/10/2022. It actually wasn't, but that's my wedding date. And then the next line is 4, and it says Heart, Mrs. Norris. That's me, y'all. So this was my wedding perfume, and I absolutely loved it. I thought I already had a wedding perfume, actually, and then I was just walking in Bloomingdale's, and they stopped me. I got suckered, and when I smelled this right here, for all my brides, okay, listen to me, my brides, my 2023 brides, look no further, okay? I could like cry. I could honestly like cry just smelling this. So I wore this on my wedding day, and I wore this all on my honeymoon. And so now I keep it, and I only wear it for like special date nights. So I'll probably wear it on Valentine's Day. I'll obviously wear it on our anniversary. Any like really special date night or like time with my husband, if we go on like a staycation, I might wear it. But so far I've only worn it wedding and honeymoon. And you know, scent is the sense that is most tied to memory. So, you know, sometimes you smell something and you get transported back to that place. And sometimes you smell something and you don't even know what you're smelling, but you're like, that reminds me of like when I was 5. You know, nothing else, but you smell that thing and you're like, you know, that reminds me of my grandma. That reminds me of my mom. So I was doing this as an experiment. So buying a perfume and only wearing it on like your wedding day will always transport you back to your wedding day. I wore it at my rehearsal dinner too, and on my honeymoon. So this is, when I smell this, I see my wedding, and then I see the Maldives, because I wore this exclusively on our honeymoon. Highly recommend. So this is the 1.7 ounce. It is $215. And the notes here are white floral. It's a bouquet. Jasmine, tuberose, and it is amazing. So if you're looking for a wedding fragrance, sis, I'm telling you right now, like, get it. Or if you are just a really girly girl and you just love florals, girl, get this too, because girl, it smells good. I'm gonna have to start wearing this a little more often. All right, so next up we have another big boy. Give me a big boy, I need a big boy. So this is another one. This is a 3.4 milliliter. Again, don't be like me. Size down, because this was like $300+. But I was so thirsty for this. I've had this for years. This is my first like really expensive perfume purchase. Had to have it, okay? It's Tom Ford Tobacco Vanilla, and it's pretty self-explanatory. The notes are tobacco and vanilla. I love kind of like a musky, slightly masculine scent. So you'll notice that with a lot of my fragrances, they all have, even if they're vanilla-y or sweet, they have notes of leather or oud or something that's like dark and sexy. So I really love this. It's warm and spicy. It has ginger notes as well. So it's not like a young vanilla, you know, like a perfume, like a Bath and Body Works. That tobacco and the ginger makes it very spicy and like grown. So I love that. My next one is Jo Malone Oud and Bergamot. So like I just said, that oud has got to come in, because bergamot is like a very light floral scent, and mixed with the oud, it just does something to me. This is a really unique scent, but it just smells so good. It has like a cognitive dissonance, because bergamot is like so light, but then the oud, and it's like very balanced. So it's like just as much bergamot as it is oud. Typically, I haven't smelled a lot of colognes that are this balanced with like such opposing scents. So this was $145. It's the 1.7 ounce. Me and my mama got this in DC. We were shopping together, so we both have the same perfume, even though we live in different cities. So the notes here are bergamot, cedar. So again, that's that real woody smell. Oud and gourmand. So if you're into gourmand, then you'll like this apparently. I don't know what Gourmand is. I hear Jackie Aina talk about it. So yeah, Gourmand. All right, and last but not least, I got the KLE starter pack. No, I don't think it's a starter pack. I think it's not like Pokemon cards. I am aging myself and also showing that I'm a huge nerd. It is the sample pack. So it came with a bunch of little samples. And from trying this, I had to get the Big Mama. Okay, this is not even really the Big Mama, because this I think is still 1.7. Yeah, 1.7. It just is like a big skinny bottle. How cute is the bottle? This is KLE Utopia. Another everyday scent of mine. So between the Bibliothèque Byredo or this, that's kind of what I'm working with on a day-to-day basis, going to work, going to run errands. So this is coconut, jasmine, vanilla, and bourbon, again, to spice it up a little bit. It also has sandalwood in here too. Great daytime scent. Great price point, actually, because it's $100. Still, I know it's not cheap, but you know, with some of these 200s, 300s, 100, and this will last you a long time. And so if you're not looking to spend that, I actually got the sampler pack from Sephora. It came with, I think, 4 or 5 of these. And I can't remember how much it was, but I think it was less than 100. And these have been rocking with me for a minute. So if you're trying to like try a few like reasonably priced perfumes and have some flexibility to kind of move through the different scents, I would highly recommend that. You can get it at Sephora. So another one, so I smelled Utopia and I was like, ooh, Utopia is it. There's a vanilla that comes in there, just vanilla, which is nice, and it's good for layering because it's pretty much just like a straight vanilla, but sometimes I layer it with my vanilla, my tobacco vanille Tom Ford, just to add a different kind of vanilla smell and take on things. And then there was also Sweet Diamond. So Sweet Diamond I just threw on, and I gotta say my husband really loves this one. He compliments me on this all the time. So it's Sweet Diamond. It is florals. It's pink peppercorn. That's like what's on the bottle, which I think is interesting. And again, sandalwood. So you see I love a lot of oud, a lot of sandalwood, vanilla. That's kind of my flavor profile, or my scent profile. Duh, we're not eating these, Sophia. Okay. So yeah, this one smells good too. This is a good everyday as well. I would say the KLE scents, all of them are good for. I would say the KLE scents, all of them are good for like every day. So that sample pack could be good if you're looking for like a signature scent that you wear every day. So that wraps up my most complimented perfumes. I'm trying to take a break because I feel like I bought a lot of perfumes in a short amount of time. I probably spent like what, $1,000 on perfumes in like a few months, which like is too much. So I'm gonna chill, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and comment below and let me know if you have any of these, if you smell any of them, if you try them, if you purchase them. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.